Hi everybody, I'm Julia Stock, business revolutionary with Be Astute, and welcome to week 2 of the A to Z of business vocab. I know it doesn't sound that exciting, but actually really understanding key business terms, what they mean and what the impact is for you as a business owner, and change your life, honest. This week, we're at B, which is for budgets. I know they sound really dull. And in a lot of cases, they are very dull. But as a business owner, they're really important. Why? Because actually planning for your business is really important. And not enough business owners put enough effort into actually thinking about where they want to go. And budgeting is a key way of identifying how you can get from A to B. So the starting point is to identify what we want to be achieving over the next 12 months, what we want our sales to be, what we think they might be, and those two can be different numbers. It's important for us to push ourselves with our sales projections, but also to be realistic. If you're thinking, I'm going to triple in size in the next 12 months, what's your evidence for that? Are you being deranged? Sometimes, yes, we are. At the same time, it's often common for people to go, well, I think the next year is going to be the same as the last year, and they're not aiming to push themselves. Unless you're really happy with where you're at, you want to be aiming for more. So we've got a sales projection. Now we need to look at what we think we're going to be spending in order to generate that level of sales. We've got our fixed costs, things like office space, utilities, phones, software, all those things that we're paying out for whether or not we make any sales or not. Then we have our variable costs, the costs involved in doing a specific job. You'll be able to analyze what you spent money on in the last 12 months to be able to identify what your fixed and variable costs are. We can then put that into our projection moving forward. If we're planning on growing, if something's planning on changing, there'll be different costs in that, so we need to jiggle these things around. We need to look at our marketing expenditure. What are we planning on doing? Are we networking? Are we going to be advertising? Are we going to be paying for groovy videos or other exciting stuff? All that needs to go in. The reason why we do this is because that then helps us look at what our costs are going to be moving forward. We can use that to inform what our prices should be set at moving forward, because we need to make sure we're making a profit. Otherwise, why are we in business? Think about your salary costs. At the moment, inflation's running at about 10% in the UK. So we need to be thinking that in a year's time, our prices are going to be higher in terms of costs, and we need to build that into our budget. Fundamentally, all this boring number work gives us bigger visibility. If it's something that freaks you out, you've never done it before, you think that you can't do it, then if you have a brilliant relationship with your accountant or bookkeeper, they'll be able to help you. If not, somebody like me, a business advisor, can really help in terms of asking all of those boring, tedious questions that you will hate us for, to get you thinking about what you're spending your money on, what you want to be spending your money on. As you are then going through the year, you can be measuring your actual progress against this plan. Hopefully, you're going to be nailing it, hitting those targets. You're going to be exceeding them, because it's important to plan for success. If we're not exceeding them, then we need to be understanding why we're not, and we can use all of that information to then alter our course. So we want to have targets that we're inspired and motivated by. And the reason for budgeting what we're spending on marketing and thinking about it ahead of time is that then we've got that money allocated. Therefore, it becomes a less emotional decision when an opportunity comes up, or you've considered what you want your marketing strategy to be for the year, which means that it's going to be better than you wafting from one bright and shiny thing to another. Often when we are taken in by the bright and shiny salesperson, we're not thinking strategically. We're going, that's exciting. I'll do that. Nothing wrong with that, but we want to be thinking back to how that impacts on our budget, what that means we're not spending money on, that perhaps we should be spending money on, what's going to be likely to give us the best return on investment. So it pushes us to think more like business people, more strategically, rather than plucking things out of the air. So budgets might be boring, but they're also sexy, cool, and a real business fundamental. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Facebook or LinkedIn, or go to the Be Astute website to find out more about who we are and what we do. Thanks.